Welcome back to part 3 of the greenhouse build. The sheeting for the roof arrived and was cut wrong from the factory, so it had to be sent back. After waiting a few weeks for the new stuff to arrive, it eventually turned up but was still cut wrong, so I'm having to make the best of a bad job. The polycarb sheets will fit into the aluminium rails which get screwed onto these rafters, and although they won't sit as well as I'd hoped, they should be okay and hopefully remain watertight. I had planned to be able to lift the entire greenhouse frame away from the wall to paint it, but I've miscalculated the height and unfortunately that's not going to work. It's also meant that some of the screws are going to be a little bit tricky to get to, but fortunately there's only a few to fix down. So the polycarb sheets are relatively easy to fit. They sit in between a pair of these aluminium rails which get fitted with a sealing strip. Then you've just got to place a capping over the top which holds everything in place, and it's pretty much job done. You can see the concept from these pieces of scrap that I had left over. I can't paint most of the wood yet because it's absolutely soaking wet through from being treated. Probably 3 months to dry out, but the rafters weren't as bad and I needed them painted before putting on the roof, so I had no choice but to give them a few coats so that I could fix the sheets down. It's a fairly easy job to do. It didn't take me long to do the roof and I had planned to film more of the process, but it was quite windy and was tricky to place the camera up there safely, so I just took a few shots after fitting them all down. Both ends of the cut sheets are sealed with a tape, but one end of each sheet has to remain breathable. I've just got the ends fixed temporarily for now until I'm able to put the side pieces on later. Once the wood is dry and painted, I'll put some plastic trim up to tidy everything up. In the meantime, I fixed the frame to the wall. Everything needs to be reversible, so rather than drill into the brick, I screwed into the mortar, so if the frame is ever removed I can just fill the holes up with some cement. The paint for the wood is also suitable for brick, so I gave the inside a couple of coats to help tidy up the brickwork and make it a little bit more pleasing to the eye from the inside. To tidy up the floor and make things easier to keep clean later down the line, I sealed the floor and added some cheap terracotta tiles which I'll wipe down later once everything's set properly. Now all I have to do is wait for the wood to dry so that I can paint it and finally get the sides up.